Hey everybody, look who's back. Say hi to Who. Who and I have been out and about this week, and we're excited to bring you a new format. The past 2 weeks, we've highlighted different venues in the Finger Lakes region to kind of get you accustomed to hearing about places. This week, we're going to change the format a little bit, and we'll get right to that. But I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Janelle Bradshaw, and I am the owner of FLX Music 247.com. And what I've created is a resource for local residents and visitors in the area to find Finger Lakes music quickly and easily with one stop on the website. So I encourage you to check out the site. And once again, if you didn't hear what I said last week, memory can be a problem. There's a lot of information in the world. You don't have to remember anything I say today, except for go to FLXmusic247.com to find all the live music events in the Finger Lakes. And I'd love to get connected with you on Facebook or Instagram and be on the lookout for who's getting out and about. And we look forward to you following us. Each week I'll be reposting posts from venues around the Finger Lakes so you can get accurate and up-to-date information right through the Facebook feed as well. They include photos and other links. My site is strictly a calendar with live links to bands and venues. You got to do a little extra work there, but if you like pictures, you'll see a lot of them on the Facebook page and Instagram as well. Well, before we get started with our hotspots, I used to be a school teacher. I don't know if you knew that. Half the people in Waterloo do. But, you know, one thing I miss about teaching is that each day I would spend a lot of my day encouraging other people. Kids need a lot of encouragement to help reach their goals and to bring out their talents. And today I'd like to encourage you to do two things. I'd like to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and go and find live music. Sometimes you get in a rut. You just got to go out. Just go ahead, kick the can, and then just say, let's do it, and find someone to go out and hear some live music and support our local venues. The other thing I'd like to encourage you to do is to pick up that instrument or to start a new instrument. So find a teacher. I could help you with that if you need to, if you need any help, and pick up your guitar, the piano, your voice, whatever you got, and create some music in your household. Your family will enjoy it sooner or later. Your kids will be inspired by it, if you have kids, and you might find some creative outlet that you haven't experienced in a while. So go ahead and do that. Let's make music part of our culture and our life even more than it has been in the recent past. All right, well, let's move on. New format this week. We're going to start with hot spots. These are places that I have been to, have seen, and encourage you to visit because I think they're over the top. So first off is live from Linden in Geneva, Linden Street. They have music on Friday and Saturday this week. It's going to be Star Groove with Michael George Gonzalez out on the street. And on Saturday night, our favorite Zydecorp will be rocking away in the Zydeco fashion. Inside the social club on Linden, Aaron Lipp, who's a famous bluegrass and other genre artist, will be playing inside the social club. That'll be on Friday night. Then Seneca Resorts at Sampson State Park, well, they have music usually on Friday nights, and they'll be starting their farmers market on June 3rd, but this coming weekend, on Saturday, May 21st, they're having their opening party down there. It's going to be a full-blown country music party with Tailor Made and Whiskey Creek and lots of food and other vendors down there from 3 to 7, so check out that spot. If you like a little more mellow scene, you might try the Phelps Triangle. They call it a triangle because, you know, there's 3 places you can go for live music. Well, there's really 4, but the 3 places I know of are the Crafty Ales and Lagers. They have a wonderful outdoor space with games and stuff like that. They have music on Wednesday nights, so I know that's a long way away from this Thursday broadcast, but don't forget about them. And also all weekend long, you'll find music at the Waterside Wine Bar. They have a full menu. They have some local artists this coming weekend. And the Local Palette, which is a newer restaurant on the corner downtown, is also having live music Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so check them out. Well, all the way down the hill, all the way down. It seems, well, I live up at the top of the lakes, so when you get down to the bottom of Cuca Lake, which seems like it's far away. It's about 40 miles, so it's not that far. But Finger Lakes Beer Company, I have to promote them again. They have a music schedule to die for. They're starting this weekend, and after that, they'll have music 2 or 3 times each weekend, complete with food trucks, and they start early, 4 o'clock, which I think is a great thing. This weekend, I believe it's Jerry Martin, our own Geneva's finest, down there playing on Friday night. And then the Switzerland Inn is kicking off their wonderful summer season of live entertainment this Sunday with a band called Big Logic and Truth Serum. You'll enjoy them. They're from 3 to 7, and you can enjoy dinner inside or outside on their deck overlooking Seneca Lake. You can't beat the view. It's hard to find a spot to eat right on the water, and the Switzerland Inn is your down-home kind of feeling place with great food and music. Well, I'm also going to focus on some hot shots. These are artists that I think that you might want to check out. Some of them are well-known, and some of them are perhaps not as well-known. But tomorrow night, Friday, at Woody's, you'll hear the Jim E. Legs Trio. And he plays a lot of jazz-influenced pop and R&B. He's got a smooth sound, makes it delightful for hanging at the bar and eating dinner. Makes you tap your foot while you're waiting for your French fries. That was bad. Anyway, Big Alice in Geneva is a nice place to enjoy music. They have indoor and outdoor seating, and Bobby Henry is one of Clyde's most famous residents. He's a bluegrass artist. He and his brother, a good friend of mine, Doug Henry, who plays bass, have been lighting up the Finger Lakes for years and years and years, and it's nice to see that their popularity is growing. He'll be playing at Big Alice on Friday from 6 to 9. He plays not only the fiddle, but the mandolin, the banjo, and he plays rockabilly. Rockabilly, is that a word? It's not a word. It's rockabilly, and a bunch of old-time country music as well as bluegrass and flat-pick guitar music. He's highly skilled. I recommend him. Then down at Laurentide Beer Company in Penn Yan on Saturday from 5 to 8, you'll hear a band called Saint Vith. Well, I count them as a progressive rock band. After listening to them, they are a genre-crossing band that plays music that's influenced, again, by jazz, a little bit of psychedelic music and blues, and kind of a jam format. Very enjoyable. I think you'll like them. Rachel Beverly, a single acoustic player, is playing at Bottomless Brewery on Sunday from 1 to 4. Bottomless also has music on Friday and Saturday nights, and she has a gutsy vocal sound, and she likes to just put a new twist on songs that you may or may not know, and she also includes some of her original music. And last but not least is the Garcia Project. They'll be playing at Prison City Brewery at the North Street Urban Farm on Friday from 7 to 10. They're, a Grateful Dead tribute band, so you gotta love that. The Prison City Brewery Urban Farm is just a remarkable scene. They've got a super nice outdoor area with tons of tables, some covered areas, and they really provide a nice environment to listen to music. And if you got to listen to Grateful Dead tribute music, I mean, everybody loves that, right? I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, on to the next. Each week I'll bring you a segment called Tried and True, and these are places or bands that you've heard of. They're always going to be good, so you got to go there. So first of all, I'd like to tell you that tonight, Thursday, May 19th at Del Lago, is the United Way of Seneca County's fundraising event called Taste of Spring. It's been going on since 1995. And this year they've brought in a superb country band, Flint Creek. They'll have tickets at the door for you. I checked. And Club 86, also a huge favorite of our area. Jimmy Richmond, a hometown hero, is playing with his band Hot Sweets, also with Todd East, and included is a dinner buffet. You can either buy dinner and the show or just the show. Tickets will be available at the door. or there's a link on FLXmusic247.com to buy them via a ticketing service. I highly encourage you to patronize Club 86. They're one of my favorite places, and of course the food. What can you say about Club 86's food? You got to have it at least once a year. And then on to Trey Levin Winery over in King Ferry, a beautiful drive on a Saturday afternoon to hear a southern rock band, Iron Horse, out of Ithaca from 4 to 7. They have a beautiful setup over there as well. They have multiple seating options. They have lawn games and a stage. They have a chef on staff, and I enjoyed some of their food just a few weeks ago. And I recommend it. Get on over there. I know the bass player in the band, Iron Horse, and she's a multi-instrumentalist, plays in lots of different bands, and she loves to rock it out. So say hi to Lisa if you see her. Also, each week on Saturdays, the Gould has music, and John Krieg will be playing there. It's tried and true because you can count on them. The Gould's a beautiful place. Go on in, have a few drinks. It's walkable to downtown Seneca Falls, and there's other places to stop in along the way, but I recommend you get down there. And, Monday night seems to be a little bit of an oasis around here. Sometimes we need a down day, and that's why the Rasa Ranch has Monday Night Blues. And Brett Beardsley is a songwriter. He's got a wonderful voice, plays a large variety of songs, and the Rasa Ranch it's just a nice, you go down there, you hang out on the porch, the people are sweet, the wine is sweet, they have other things to eat, and it's fun. Go on down there, check it out. And then our last segment each week, well, even though it's the last segment, it won't stop me from talking, but this is the last thing that I'll put up on the screen for you, is try something new. And these are things that I'm going to promote each week to get you out of your comfort zone. If you're a person that just loves to go hear tunes that you've always heard from forever and forever, well, let's go try something new. Tonight, May 19th at Big Alice, they have what's called the Big Alice's Listening Series. And once a month, they're bringing in a unique or local artist playing original tunes. This week, it's going to be Tenzing Chopin, and he is a progressive, his work has been described as progressive chamber folk, which means, anytime you put the chamber on there, that means that, it's top quality playing. He provokes a lot of raw emotion from his music, and his skilled songwriting just draws you in. It's the kind of music where, when he starts, you have to stop and listen. And I'm just super proud of Big Alice for creating this listening series. I've been to a couple of them over the last couple months, and it's a chance for you to actually focus in on the music and get something out of it. Yeah, I encourage you to do that. Check it out. Perhaps the hottest festival in the Finger Lakes is coming up over the course of the next 4 or 5 weeks, and that's the Geneva Music Festival. And it is in its 12th year, and this coming Friday at 7:30, the group Atlas will be playing at the Cracker Factory in Geneva. Now, Atlas is a 4-piece string quartet, which, you might say I'm not into classical, but this is a crossover band. They are going to be presenting tunes from the classical era Haydn's music all the way to some American pop and their innovative progressive music that they've written over the last few years. It's going to be a great show. That's a ticketed event, and you can get to the link right on my site, or you can go right to Geneva Music Festival's website for information about the group and what's going on. It's going to be narrated by a musicologist. Do you know what that is? A musicologist is someone who's studied an era of music or a type of music typically to the PhD level, and is able to provide you background information concerning music and the continuum of music that led us from Haydn to progressive pop rock. Wow, it's going to be good. I think you'll like it. And perhaps not new is Knapp Winery, but I mention them because they're under new ownership. So Delta, Mike Shaw is going to be down there on Saturday, and our favorite Zerica, who is a local artist here from at the top of the lakes, she'll be playing there on Sunday. So check them out. They're going to have music about once a month, typically for a weekend, all throughout the summer. And another place to find an original artist is down at Lionsmith Brewery. They're going to be having music every Saturday from about 1 to 3 or 4. And this week coming up is Jacob Shipley. I recommend you checking him out. He'll be playing from 1 to 3. And because it's Tuesday, everyone knows the Clam Man's Party House is nothing new. But it's always new because Dewey's always getting great bands. Dewey and Linda work together to bring in some amazing acts. This week it's going to be The Flock, and I put it on there because it's on Tuesday. So I know you're not doing anything on Tuesday. Everybody knows that. So come on down to Seneca Falls. They have a buffet. It's delicious, indoor, outdoor seating, and check out some music. Bring the family. It's a family-oriented place as well. So that wraps up my 4 segments. And I have a few more things to say, of course. I never run out, so if you ever see me and you don't want to talk, just don't engage me, because if you do, we're going to be talking for quite some time. So I have some upcoming events. First of all, let me point out one of my hot spots here. I kept the slide from last week because concerts at the Point of the Bluff, they keep adding more and more music. I think I added... First, I loaded their concert series, which is our ticketed events and has some nationally known acts, so check that out. And then each week, they're also having music at their new lounge. They're the Hangar 17. And so I think I added another 30 events to their site. So you got to get down there one night or another. They have a farmer's market on Fridays, and then their big concerts are either typically on Saturdays or Sundays. But check out those tickets. And then finally... Memorial Day weekend. There'll be live music all day Saturday and Sunday. The lineup's on FLXmusic247.com. There'll be a bunch of bands. I booked the bands myself, so I can vouch for pretty much all of them, and I hope to spend the day down there. Did I mention I'll have some stickers and maybe some T-shirts for sale? If you love my shirt, I'm sure you'll see me wearing it. It's all I wear. I have some for sale, and right now you would have to send me an email if you'd like to purchase one, but I'll be out with them here and there throughout the summer. Also coming up is the Country Music Fest at the Wayne County Fairgrounds. I'd like to thank Finger Lakes One for sponsoring that event. That's going to be on June 4th. It's also on my website. You can access the ticket link right from my website. And I just talked to the guys, and they'll be there. They'll be there. That should be an exciting event. I think the gates open at 12:30. There's parking on the grounds. There's parking at the school. There's on my website, I've put the do's and don'ts on there for you so that you know what you can bring and what you can't. And the pre-show starts at 2:30, and Lee Bryce goes on at 6. I think 6. We like to get home early here in the Finger Lakes. It's a wonderful thing. 2 other things. Coming up on June 12th is a fundraiser for the Seneca Falls Performing Arts Center, and that will be held at the Lakeshore Winery. It's a Sunday afternoon from 5 to 8, and a group called Straight Laced Jazz will be playing. And do you know who plays in that band? Well, okay, that would be me. I'll be playing in that band along with some of my closest jazz friends down there at the Lakeshore. Tickets are for sale. It's basically a donation with a free glass of wine. There'll be food and beverages for sale down there. You got to bring your own chair, and it'll be a super nice place. Lakeshore Winery is right on the shores of Cuga Lake, and it's a great view. There's games, you got to have games. Every once in a while, people will play them. And last but not least for this week, I want to mention one of my partners, Lincoln Hill Farms. Lincoln Hill Farms in Canandaigua, to me, is they've just created this wonderland. It's a real farm, but it also transforms itself into an incredible event venue. They have a lineup. They're still adding stuff to their lineup, so many of them are on the site. More to come. They have live music events often on Friday or Saturday night, and Sunday fun days are free. So if you want to go check it out before you go there, you can head on over between 1 and 8 p.m., and they have live music on Sundays, and you can bring the kids. I heard they have goats there, and it's a live farm experience for the family. They always have food, so you'll be happy to end up. And this week I'd like to feature an artist that I have met recently and come to know. His name is Michael George Gonzalez, and he is a resident of Geneva. He's an amazing young man. He is a teacher and has several students of guitar, so if you're looking for guitar lessons, I can hook you up with him. He also plays solo, known as Lone Gonzo. He plays in a group with Doug Henry and Perry Cleveland that plays a variety of music, including pieces with the ukulele, and it's interesting music. Some of it original, some of it covers. He plays in a super cool group called Star Group, which is kind of more R&B with jazz influence. He's also a part of Soulfi, which includes one of my favorites, Corey Comer, on vocals. And he also can play jazz. He's just a remarkable person. He's easy to talk to and get along with. He's the founder of a group in the Finger Lakes called the Finger Lakes Independent Music Association. And we've been meeting throughout the year. It's a group aimed at providing support for local musicians and getting people together to find musicians to support their music goals. And you can find him on Facebook. I put the links there, but you can find him under Lone Gonzo, or on his .com, stargroove.com, or by searching his name, Michael George Gonzalez Music, and you'll find links to his album and other videos. He's going to be playing this week, Friday, right out on the street in Linden, so if you get a chance, I'd love to have you come down and hear us playing. I think you'll like him as much as I do. A great guy, great player.